Have you ever noticed? The people who succeed the most usually failed the most first. Not once, not twice, sometimes hundreds of times. Yet when we see success, we rarely see the failures underneath it. We only see the finish line. Imagine you're standing at the bottom of a mountain. At the very top, a single sign reads, "Success." It looks impossible, steep, cold, too far away. Most people never even start climbing. But you do. You take your first step, then your second. You're excited, confident, certain you'll reach the top. Then, you slip. You fall all the way back down. It hurts. Not just your body, your confidence. A voice inside your head whispers, maybe you're just not good enough. Most people listen to that voice. They quit before they've even begun. But imagine getting back up. This time, you notice why you fell. The ground was loose. You weren't paying attention. So you climb again. A little smarter. A little slower. A little stronger. You make it higher than before. Then, you fall again. Frustrating? Absolutely. Pointless? Not even close. Because every fall leaves behind something invisible. A lesson. Maybe you rushed. Maybe you weren't prepared. Maybe you copied someone else's path instead of finding your own. Every mistake teaches you something success never could. Think about learning to ride a bike. Nobody climbs on and rides perfectly. You wobble. You lose balance. You fall. Again and again. But every fall teaches your brain exactly what not to do. Eventually, balancing becomes automatic. Not because falling stopped, but because falling taught you. Life works the same way. Every interview you don't get teaches you how to prepare better. Every exam you fail shows you what you didn't understand. Every business that collapses reveals mistakes you won't make twice. Failure isn't a wall. It's feedback. The strange thing is, while you're focused on reaching the top, you don't notice something else happening. You're changing. The mountain isn't getting smaller. You're getting stronger. The climb that once exhausted you now feels normal. The rocks that once stopped you become stepping stones. The fear that once controlled you starts disappearing. Not because you're fearless, because you've survived failure before. Then one day, you reach a place you've never been. A ledge just below the summit. The version of you from the beginning would never have made it this far. Not because they lacked potential, because they lacked experience. Every failure quietly built the person standing there. Then, one final climb, one final push. You reach the top. The wind is calm. The view stretches for miles. You finally made it. But then you look behind you. You expect to see hundreds of failures. Instead, you see a staircase. Every fall, every mistake, every disappointment, every rejection. They weren't blocking the path. They were the path. Success was never waiting at the top of the mountain. It was being built. Every single time you decided to keep climbing. So the next time life knocks you down, don't ask, why did I fail? Ask, what did this teach me? Because every failure leaves you with two choices. Stay where you fell, or stand up, a little wiser than before. The people who eventually win aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who never stop learning from failure. So keep climbing. One day, you'll realize the mountain never defeated you. It shaped you, and that changes everything.